After multiple years of thinking it over, hemming and hawing, we finally decided it's time that we get our own pickup truck. So I'm introducing today this 89 Ford Ranger, lovingly known as the Danger Ranger. Now let me show you some of this truck's features. Silly things like the sticker, this custom wood bumper, aesthetic dents, sensible things like this toolbox, and utterly brilliant things such as this dashboard. Here's the old shifty boy and the other shifty boy, and a tailgate that kind of opens, but only if you really give it some. Now that's built Ford tough. So let's talk about what this truck does have. It has mirrors, it has a steering wheel, it's got a 5-speed shifter with overdrive, it's got 4-wheel drive, also manual, it has things like a parking brake, and it has dials. Under the hood, or should I say under the bonnet, we have a V6, which I'll show you now. Look, it's an engine. Some optional accessories that came with this vehicle were a headless auto mechanic, some kind of deer, gaskets, a hose, and an essential piece of literature, an oral hygiene magazine from 1949. You'll also be noticing that we do have a glove box. It falls out, so I won't be touching it. And we have many gaps for things that should be there, which are not. Aesthetically, we're not doing too badly. The headliner has gone, but we do have a door handle, because on this side we do not have a door handle. So I figure that the best way to let this truck speak for itself, let's turn it on and have a listen. Let's go do some truck stuff. By that I mean we're going to turn it off and do some work on this truck. Okay, we're here in the Danger Ranger. We've got a load of tools. I've had to take the dashboard apart and also get this cluster off because the Speedo was not turning. I have tested this, given it a little spin, and it does work. Turns out that the cable that was coming up here, if I just head down to this, it was like that, all spindly, which, as you probably know, that don't look right. So we got a replacement, and here's the fun part. It's the wrong length by about 4 or so inches. So that is it there. It's totally off. Gotta wait to order another one. But at least we finally figured out how to get this darned thing out. Now right, we've got our new cable, and we're gonna be threading it down the back here. So just poking through, and that'll be coming out here. What we're gonna wanna do is get it over the steering column and down on this side. It's a little bit dirty, but this will be okay. And it'll pop out there. And then we've got a hole just back here which has this rubber grommet in it, so we're just gonna thread this through and make that happen. And underneath here, we're just gonna grab the cable. It's a little bit difficult to see, but it's just there. Just gonna and we're going to sort of feed it along this way towards the transmission. That should be enough. Let's just check everything's okay. Yep, we're caught. But we'll just get that unstuck and then we're good to go. So what you got to do now is grab the end of the cable. Where is it gone? It's there. So just grab the end of your cable, make sure it's coming on through. So now that the cable is all the way through, we're just going to get it into this module here and poke that in, and then we'll be able to connect it up front. Next bit's a bit of a pain in the ass. We're basically going to, on the back of this, put that cable on and then connect these two up. Then we can test it to see if all is connected and good. Okay, it's time to test this out. Battery's back in. Let's turn this on and see, do we get a speedo reading? Please give me something going forwards. Oh, that's upset me. So the needle fell off, which is fun, but we do have a different cluster here, which features all the fancy stuff, like tachometer. So we're gonna install that, see if it works. Okay, update. I got partway through the install and realized quite quickly that these do not line up, because this is not for a Ford Ranger. It is in fact for a Ford F-250 from 1990. So gotta send this one back and swap it out for the correct size one. All right, we got the replacement, so we're gonna slap this in, and hopefully that's the end of this journey and we can have a working speedo. So we're back in here once again, and we are removing this bolt. We're removing this bolt. One down here, another down here, and then this will lift right out to swap it out. All right, we got the new one in, so we're just gonna hook the battery up, start it up, and see, do we have a winner? All right, moment of truth. Lights are on, that's good. See what it does. That's looking pretty good. So the good news is they're working. So we're just gonna get the dashboard back in now to make it look a little nicer. And that is stage one complete. So I'm really, really happy about this. All right, we have a working speedo. Thanks so much for joining, and hope to see you in the next one.